What's been the biggest thing you've been focusing on since the last season ended?
I worked a lot on my balance over the summer in practice, just working with the GAs and Dre, trying to get my balance right. There was a lot of times last year where, on my drives or passes, whatever, I jumped in the air and kind of was off balance. So, I didn't make a layup or I didn't finish a dunk. Just being able to work on my balance and my poise has been the biggest skill for me that I've been working on. I'm getting better every day at it. As long as I grow 1%, and then, by the time we play another team, I'll be good.
You mentioned work with the GAs. Jack and Cam were both your teammates last year. How does it sort of help you, just having teammates from last year now continuing to help you as GAs?
It's been good. They've seen a lot of, what I need to work on, the skills that I need to work on. I can go in there and not even have to tell them what I need to work on. They know it from the jump. So I think it's been real helpful to have them be able to know what I work on, but at the same time, kind of, give them some feedback about also what I do need to still work on.
Well, you see guys pushing the pace. You guys want to play really fast this year. What do you like about that style? How does that fit you guys?
I think with the team we have, we got a lot of guys that can run up and down the court. NJ, Chase, Sean. I'll push the ball sometimes, but I think our pace is going to be a big advantage for us this year. And I'm excited to see how it is for other teams and how if they'll be able to guard it. But I think that's our biggest advantage right now as a team.
You mentioned NJ. He looked really good today. Just what do you like the most about his style of game and his play?
I think his engine. He has a really high motor. His ability to make passes, his ability to score, play defense, get deflections as we've seen on the board. He has 43 deflections in a week and a half, 2 weeks of practice. And that's what we need from guys like that to come in the game and be able to give us deflections, get us stops like that, and just have that lost 5 on the court.
Where do you still see yourself growing before November 3rd?
I think just consistently shooting the shot the same. I didn't shoot it as well as I wanted to today. Wasn't bouncing into it as much as I needed to. But, I'm just going to keep on growing and working from it, learning from it, and continue to get better.
One thing that you guys do before practices and games is meditations.
Yep.
How does that help you as a player sort of calm yourself mentally?
I think the biggest thing with that is just clear-minded. Anything that I have on my mind before we do the meditation, before we go downstairs to go practice, before we had the scrimmage, I think it clears my mind, gets everything out of it. We do focus, which is eyes open, and then we'll do a meditation with our eyes closed. So I think with that stuff, it's just a lot of the focus, trying to clear your mind before we go down there and give everything we got.
You mentioned the three-point shooting improvement. What's the process for that? What's it look like for you?
Just being able to shoot it the same way, bounce into it, hands ready, feet ready. I notice I'm short when I'm not bouncing into it or I'm not ready to shoot, and that showed today. So I'm just gonna keep on working, be ready to shoot, and find guys, open guys.
About playing with the national team, where do you think you've made the most strides since last season?
I think just my aggressiveness overall on both ends of the floor. A big thing this summer, similar to what Zaide just talked about, was balance. Once I'm getting in the paint, trying to play off 2 a lot more, whether it's attacking closeouts, making sure I'm more stable. That was a big thing I tried to focus on this summer.
How do you work on that?
We actually have so someone came in and they're kind of testing they got these testing things, and it breaks it down so you just see the skeleton moving. So you say you're closing out and you have to slide, and you're seeing how your hips move, and what you can do to help that. So kind of growing up, I've always had really tight hips due to a big growth spurt when I was younger. So I was trying to work on how to kind of get lower on defense, and that's going to help me once I'm getting low on offense, playing more balanced.
How much of a better reference point is it to just see your skeleton move as opposed to your body?
Yeah, it's a whole lot different. A lot of the time we're just watching film on ourselves play, and you can see it in the moment. But once you actually break it down and see how your body moves, and there's limitations to what your body can do, and you can see that more in a skeleton thing than instead of just watching film. So it's just being able to work around your limitations and do what you can do.
Cade looks different. You can tell from his body. What's the biggest difference with him this year as opposed to last year?
Honestly, his mindset. his mindset's come a long way. He steps on the court and his mindset is that no one can mess with him on the court. And you saw that's how he played today. He's aggressive. He's always the one setting the tone in a physical battle. And that's what we need from him. He's able to get those catches in the paint, and we can play through that, and that's going to be a big thing for us this year.
What else have you seen from those guys? You call the BGs, right?
Yeah.
The big guards, Josh and Royce. What have you seen from the growth from those guys?
I think we've had the biggest growth over the I'm a little biased, but compared to all the other groups, our big thing is that we want to be able to play the most out of everyone, positional-wise, on the court. Whether it's we go a big lineup and throw Royce at the 3, me at the 4, Josh O'Kane at the 5. But yeah, everyone's taking big steps, both on the mindset thing, their body, strength, what they've been eating is a big thing that a lot of the guys have been focusing on, and then obviously the skill on the court.
I asked Zaide about it, but the meditations for you personally, did you ever do that before coming to Marquette, or?
No, never did it. But it's something I really enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
We do it every single day before practice, before a game, and it kind of just, for me, it kind of just takes me away from what I'm about to do. I get to just sit there for maybe it's 5 to 10 minutes and just have nothing on my mind, be calm, not have to think about everything that's going to happen in the practice or in the game. I'm kind of just, it's kind of pushed to the side.
I've talked to Sean about it. He says that you guys have like different kinds of meditations
Mm-hmm.
you do. Do you have like a favorite one, or one that like really sticks in your mind a lot? Or?
Recently we've been doing something called a focus meditation.
Mm-hmm.
So a focus meditation is you pick an object wherever you're sitting, usually like a small object, so say the light switch,
Mm-hmm.
and you just have to sit there and stare at it for 10 minutes, not moving. And it's working on your focus. So the big thing is we've been learning over this summer is how to improve our focus, because that'll help us a lot more in the game when we're locked in. Everyone's on the same page, everyone's at a high level focus.
That seems difficult to do.
It is difficult to start with, but we've kind of got to a point where we're able to, everyone's able to lock in. Coach even tested us the other day when we're sitting here in the film room, and he made someone walk in midway through meditation, the focus meditation, to see if we would break our focus and check to see who walked in.
Did anyone, or?
I think maybe 1 or 2, but it's better. It's a big step from early on.
Yeah.
What do you like about, Sean and NJ are so fast? Like, what do you like about playing with those quick guards like that?
Yeah, I mean, that's a big thing for us this year. I'm not sure if you guys have seen, but we posted in the media the cheetah play of the week. So cheetah means we want to be the fastest. You want to be the fastest player on the court running up and down. So on offense, you want to make sure you're sprinting all you can for as many reps as you can, basically. So as much as we can as a whole team, be the fastest players on the court in your individual matchup and as a team. We think that that's going to buy us extra buckets throughout a game.
Adrian is also on your team today. What do you like about his game?
Yeah, I guess a lot of people see the similarities to him and Stevie. He's able to be a pest on defense, get up in you, guard you, steal the ball from you, but he's also able to go down on the other end, make plays, make shots. Doing that as a freshman's big for us. We talk about this year being a team that can go far into the bench. We got depth this year. So everyone's coming in and making plays, which will be big for us.